Hey guys, I thank you guys so much for the way y'all sent me, and for not only for the money that y'all gave me, which enabled me to get to Madagascar, but also for the prayers that y'all offered to me every week, which enabled me to stay in Madagascar. I was asked by Mr. Ott to send y'all this video and tell you a little bit about what I do. My role in Madagascar was 7 months long. And there my chief role was to be a discipler. So I lived life with people and got to know them and became their friend, and then shared the gospel with them, as well as accompanied the missionaries that were in Madagascar, the southern tip of Madagascar, on their bush trips, and got to experience life as a missionary for a little while. The experience was an absolute blessing, and just thank you guys before I start. In Madagascar, the problem is that there is a Catholic and Lutheran church there, but the trouble with the Catholic and Lutheran church is that they are both highly syncretized with the native religions in southern Madagascar, so much so that sometimes the witch doctor of a village is also the priest for the church. Now the trouble with this is that it's super common, Catholicism and Lutheranism, so that if you preach the gospel to someone, you just tell them the gospel, their quick response will be that that is what they believe, and they are in fact Christians. But their lives are a lot like the witch priests that preach to them. They believe it with their mouths maybe, but their lives are completely opposite of what the gospel would have them look like. So there's a need in Madagascar for long-term discipleship. And if there's one thing that I've learned, or this is what I think I've learned, and I want to submit this to you, that all throughout the Old Testament, especially in passages like Isaiah 56, verses 1 through 8, you see that God's plan is to bring all nations to himself. But, and this is the part I submit to you as for you to think about, perhaps missionaries are not God's first plan. They are a good plan and a noble thing to do. However, it seems like in Isaiah 56 and many, many other places in the Bible that God's first plan is to bring all nations to himself through the church. He is going to do it through the church. My favorite thing to think about is a father and a son who go and work on a vehicle. Well, missions is God's car. We're just the little boy who holds the flashlight. We get to join him in his work, and he wants us to join him, not because he somehow can't do it without us, but because he wants to do it with us, and is our blessing to help him. But like I said, missions is primarily through the church, so though missionaries go and they endure hardship to share the gospel, and their work is noble, they endure blistering summers in Madagascar and roads that will give you back problems for life, literally. They endure culture stress and sometimes deep depression for the sake of sharing the gospel. But don't forget that the goal of even the missionary is to put a church in the land, because when a church is planted, then the people will be reached. So guys, when you pray for the saints. Pray for them. They need your prayers, just like I needed your prayers. I would not have been able to do what I did without your prayers. This is God's job. We are asked by him to ask him to do it. So pray. But remember that just as badly as the missionaries need you to send them, they need your support and prayers, they need your money just as badly as they need you to help them. You also need to live and be the church. You need to be the light in our home country. These missionaries have left their home. Well, you guys are at home. Just like the missionaries make it their sole purpose to live life to spread the gospel. You need to live life to demonstrate the gospel, lest it be lost. Lest it be lost in our own country, so that people say, I'm a Christian, but their lives are like the witch doctors of southern Madagascar. But that is all. So thank you guys for listening. And thank you guys again for everything that y'all have done for me. That my time in Madagascar was awesome, and I got to see people's lives changed and be with them on a daily basis. And then, after 7 months of getting to know them, I got to share the gospel with my friends. I endured hardships, I suppose, small ones in comparison to some of the missionaries there, but I was blessed beyond belief. So thank you guys very much. Bye-bye.